Hey folks, welcome back. This is going to be a little bit different. This is kind of like a, just real quick video. I have a 6S lipo. This is a 1100 milliamp GMB. I suspect this to be a bad pack. I tried charging it the other day to go out to the field, and I was charging a bunch of batteries. I noticed that one was on the charger for a long time, and it was getting kind of hot. It was this pack. All the cells were at 4.2, except for one was stuck at 4.1. The internal resistance of the pack looked fine. The pack physically is, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's certainly better than a lot of the other packs I was charging. But it just sat there forever. And it was getting warm, and it got to the point where it's like, I'm just going to stop this one. So I think this is a bad pack. All the preliminary tests say it's actually good, but I want to see if this thing's going to pop off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a charger and let her rip and take you guys along for the ride. Here is the setup. I just have this portable DC AC power converter thing here, hooked up to an ISDT 608 AC. It's a really good charger. There's nothing suspicious about this charger. It's not the one I normally use. I usually use a HobbyMate D6 Duo, or a HobbyMate Duo charger thing. So it's actually a really good charger. It's just, if I'm going to lose a charger, I don't mind losing that one. Here is the lipo in question. You can see all the cell voltages are pretty good, except for cell 6 is a little on the funky side. Now, normally I charge at 1C, so this would be charging at 1.1 amp. But in the field, I would charge this at, probably 3 amps, just because, got to get back into the game quickly. So we're going to set this up how I would normally charge. 3 amp. It's not that crazy of a charge. It's, let's be fair. Let's do 2C charge. So let's do 2.2 amps. 6 cell, 4.2 volts, charge, lipo chemistry, and we'll start. Now, while you guys are charging, your cell resistance, your internal resistance, this is not accurate until the cell's all the way charged, but you can use this kind of as a trend analysis. So cell 6 is a little bit higher than these, but it's not like this is, 30, 40 milliohms, and these are around 10. Then this thing would be like very much suspect, like, okay, it's a bad pack. This is actually pretty common. This isn't bad. So 8.6 at the lowest, 11.8 at the highest. Not that bad. So we're going to let this sucker charge up. All the cells are pretty well balanced. The pack is not warm at all right now. I'll set you guys up so you can see what's going on. So it still feels good. We're at 4 volts a cell. Internal resistance low is 8.2, high is 10.6. Cell 6 is higher than the rest, but not by what I would consider a dangerous amount. Ooh, here we go. Now it's getting warm. So all the cells are at 4.2, except for cell 6 is at 4.1. Should probably not put my arm over it. Internal resistance 9, 8.6, 8.2, 8.4, 9, and 10.6. So honestly, not that bad of internal resistance, but it is warm to the touch. Let's see how it goes. We're going 22 minutes on the charge so far. So the way the charger works is it's just going to pump full pack voltage in through here. It's monitoring each cell's voltage through the balance port. Now what happens is when the cell gets out of balance, let's say like we have now, we have all the cells are at 4.2 and one is lower than the rest, it's going to stop putting in voltage here, and it's going to start discharging through here. That's why your charger's discharge rating is so important as far as like how fast you can charge and balance a pack, or even storage charge if you have to remove voltage from the cells. Is that discharge current, because this is an in hole, in pathway, and that's all. This is an out. These chargers don't charge here. There are some chargers that do charge through the balance port, but those should be thrown in the trash with a lot of vigor, because those are absolute hot garbage. So This charger, I don't remember what its discharge rating was. It wasn't super high. But right now, we're trying to get to this 4.2 volts. Cell 6 is struggling to get there. And its internal resistance isn't that bad. Alright, I'm going to move this charger. It's sitting up against the fan. And it's not happy with being where it's at. This is a great little travel charger. I think it's a 200 watt power supply that slides off of it, so you can charge it directly off of DC, or you can install the 200 watt power supply, and you can use it for other things like, you know, running your soldering iron, something like that. All right, we're going on about 30 minutes of charging. Still 4.2 across the board, except for cell 6, 4.15. Internal resistance have remained unchanged. Really? Did that survive? Huh. Well, quick charge is done. Now it's balancing. All right. Well, apparently that pack is okay. I still don't trust it. I'm gonna charge it and discharge it a bunch of times just to make sure it's. I mean, there's no reason it should take an hour and a half to charge. At a 2C charge, should be an hour at the most. So there's still something wonky with this charge, or this pack. But I'm gonna keep an eye on this one. I'm gonna put a mark on it with a Sharpie just so I could keep track of it. But y'all came here for fire. I'm gonna give you fire. I have another known bad pack that we're gonna make something happen. So this is 23 amps it's charging at. To 30 volts. I'm at 30 volts now. All right, it's making noise now. Get this up a little bit. Oh boy, she's gonna go. Wrong pack went. That. Oh boy, that one's gonna go too. Oh, it smells. You can really smell the sweet lipo burning stuff. You see some of the smoke coming out of it. Look at that. Or at least. And each cell is going to go off one by one. Well, yeah, that's kind of not what I was looking for in this video, but as you can see, pretty violent when they go up, especially when they're on a full charge. You notice that pack wasn't connected to anything and it went off. The bad pack, the one I was originally trying to get to go off, it let its juice loose on discharge, which I'm really surprised. Now, if that was a full charge pack, it probably would have done the same thing as that one down there. Yeah, so really what it comes down to is these packs are a lot harder to get to catch on fire than I originally thought they would. I've seen plenty of packs on fire. Usually they have a lot of physical damage. Neither one of these packs looked bad at all. Like, they were fine. The one on the brick, I did some really dumb shit to make that pop. Charged it at 8S and like 40 amps. Like, there was a lot of power going on that thing. That I expected to happen. The other pack, I didn't expect it to rupture while discharging. Yeah, really surprising. So kind of the takeaway for this one is I've always discharged my packs and really not pay attention to them because I wasn't too worried about them popping, but apparently they can do that. Whether or not they'd catch on fire while they're doing it, I do not know. Yeah, so anyways, hopefully that was entertaining. Click the like, subscribe, comment. What I got plenty of suspect or at least dead, well, lipos that are dead to me, we'll put it that way. Like, I got a whole box of them that I just want to dispose of. If I can create any educational content that you guys want to see, let me know what you'd like me to do with them in the comments below, and I'll see if I can make that happen. All right, folks, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Stay positive.